Good evening, Central Georgia. I'm meteorologist Jordan West here again. We do have another severe thunderstorm warning in the 13 WMAZ viewing area. This is located in the Sparta area, headed towards the northeast. You can see on the radar now. I'm gonna zoom in for you. There is a lot still going on, a lot of rain to still get through as we head towards the evening hours. And that severe thunderstorm warning that we are seeing may be the one of many that we will see in due time, but I'm going to zoom into that warning there. This is for Hancock County for the 13 WMAZ viewing area, and then we have Taliaferro, or I'm sorry, I believe that's pronounced Tolliver County, and then Warrens County, and then Wilkes County. Some of these counties are right out of our 13 WMAZ viewing area, so not too familiar with them. Nevertheless, some severe situations happening right now. Lots of lightning associated with this system moving right through Sparta. Heavy rainfall, and that rainfall is very important from here on out, because if we're looking at the rainfall totals as of now, some spots have gotten up towards 6 to 7 inches of rain towards Zebulon, Eatonton, even closer towards Sparta, seeing 3, 5, 6, 7 inches of rain easily, according to the radar indication. But the main threat there seems to be, or is more than likely, the probability of hail in that area. So I'm gonna go back into the radar. I lost my little area. Here we go. And let's check out the hail size associated with this warning. You can see there we do have a little core, nothing significant, but something to note. That hail size is 0.6 inches. So very severe, very strong. You don't want to be outside if you are in this area. Doesn't look like there's any rotation associated with this system, but still rather dangerous to be outside, especially with all this lightning. And then, like I said before, you got heavy rainfalls. It's really starting to take a toll on the atmosphere and on the ground. We've seen rain all morning, rain afternoon. We have lots of warnings still across much of the southeast. And as the rain starts to come down, the ground is already saturated. It can only absorb so much water. And when it stops absorbing water, the water just sits right on top. So I can imagine the rain that is pouring down right now over most of our northern counties and Georgia as a whole is not being saturated to the ground, and flash flooding can be very dangerous for this time of the evening hours, especially if you are out there on the roadways. Remember two things: if you hear thunder roar, go indoors, and then if you turn around, don't drown. Don't drive into any puddle that looks very small, and just turn around and go the other direction. But that is the only severe thunderstorm warning in our general area. But like I said, northern Georgia, eastern Alabama is just seeing a lot of rain. Just check out this huge polygon here in Alabama. That's all associated with this huge system moving through. Just so many lightning strikes. I mean, just look at that. Headed through Montgomery, headed through Auburn, headed towards LaGrange, Hogansville, Peachtree City. A little bit lucky for some of our central Georgia area, because the majority of the rain seems to be to our north, but all of this will eventually sag southward as we head through the overnight hours. So we have our own fair share to go through, and we are under a severe thunderstorm warning for Hancock County, headed north and eastward towards Warrenton, crossing I-20 area, headed towards Augusta. We typically do not see strong, severe thunderstorms like this overnight, because temperatures typically aren't warm this time of year, but because those temperatures are so much warmer, we do see that instability. Therefore, we do see that severe threat. We see lots of rain, lots of lightning, pretty gusty winds in that area within that severe thunderstorm warning. So once again, just be extra cautious. All right. Going to Facebook to see some comments. Let me zoom in towards Sparta for you guys so you can see what's going on There we go. All right. Yeah, some people are asking about the show. So we typically have a show at 11 o'clock, but because of the game that's rolling on over, it will start at 11:38. If there were to be a tornado, we would more than likely cut through the game, but there isn't any tornado threat at the moment for Central Georgia. If something were to spin up, that would be different. But right now, it's just that hail core in and around Sparta. So be careful out there. As always, as I've been saying all day, you guys have been with me for quite some time. If you're now just joining us, welcome to the club. We got a lot of rain moving in from the west, lots of lightning. I feel like I'm really starting to repeat myself. All right, let's see. Looking for questions or concerns. You guys seem to be fairly fine now. Someone is asking me to turn the volume up. It's as loud as I can get it. I apologize. If you guys can't hear it on your phone, try the 13WMAZ Mobile Plus app. If you can't hear it there, try YouTube. We're live there as well. All right, so taking a step back to our storm outlook for today, we are under a level 3 of 5 on our severe weather outlook, and I believe we were under a level 3 earlier, but I didn't quite notice with everything going on. Nevertheless, the threats are still the same. Strong wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour within the severe thunderstorm warning areas. Large hail possible like we're seeing now in Sparta. We can't rule out the possibility for a brief tornado as we head into the overnight hours. And then flash flooding is a major problem, specifically for our northern counties. I do believe we are under a flash flood watch for our northern counties in northern Georgia as a whole. Let's check that. And that will be until, the timing is wrong on here because that flash flood warning, I'm sorry, that flash flood watch is relatively new, so I haven't changed it yet, but it will expire, let's see. This is expected to expire, looks like until they say so, until they say otherwise. Looks like it's around 3 a.m. Okay, so we are under a flash flood watch until 3 a.m. But back to the SPC outlook, we are under that level 3, especially for some of our western counties. So definitely continue to stay weather aware. As we head into tomorrow, we are still under that level 2 for our southern counties. Flash flooding, large hail, brief tornado, all that is still the situation as that stationary front moves on through. Forgive me if I'm seeming a little bit sluggish. We've been live about 4 or 5 times today. Voice is giving out, but I think a lot of you guys get the picture already. There isn't anything tornadic going on at this moment. If something were to spin up, you guys will be the first to know. There's a live look at Macon, but I was trying to get back to the radar. Here we go. A lot's still going on. So if you're in Hancock County, near Sparta, make sure you are indoors. If not because of all the lightning that is over the area, potentially because of the hail size that is over that area. It's very dangerous, by the way, as well. So lots of widespread showers over majority of northern Georgia. Atlanta is now under a flash flood warning, including Lawrenceville. where all the interstates start to connect. Looks like there's a new flash flood warning in effect as well for parts of Alabama. Again, this system seems to be headed all north of our viewing area, which is good news for us, but not good for our northern counties in northern Georgia. So, and again, this entire system will more than likely start to sag southward. Okay, let's take a look at the future view. We're going to look at the HRRR model. So far, it's pretty accurate as to what's going on as of right now. So that leads me to believe that this model is going to be pretty accurate. So let's see what happens. As we head into 12 a.m., the rain is still majorly to our north, with maybe a few storms there in Sandersville and Washington County, slowly making its way southward as we head into 1 a.m. on tomorrow morning and a couple hours from now, moving into 2 a.m., similar situation, 3 a.m., 4 a.m. Like I said, it's just going to sag southward. And that continues until we get into around, let's see, 6 a.m. It becomes a little bit more isolated as the sun starts to rise. But still, a lot of rain, a lot of storms over central Georgia headed into Monday afternoon, Monday evening, and then clearing out by 7 o'clock on Monday. We're back to clear conditions, and then Tuesday we start the day off dry, and then rain comes back into the forecast Tuesday evening. That's the first model. I think, okay, this particular model doesn't seem to be adjusting to what's going on so well. Nevertheless, it's still showing that the system will sag southward as we head into Monday afternoon and then clear out by Monday evening as well. Temperatures are also still very high. I'm showing temperatures because, like I said, temperatures over 60 degrees is a breeding ground for thunderstorm development. We're seeing that. In fact, we are well into the 70s for some of our southern counties, although there isn't any moisture down there, therefore there isn't any thunderstorm development. But going back to the radar now, back into Hancock County where the warning is, if it will load, there we go. It's all headed north and eastward. Let me see if there's any velocity signature. I don't know why it keeps doing that. There we go. All right, no, nothing suspicious in terms of the velocity. We're just watching out for some hail. Oh, this is glitching up on me. All right, I'm just gonna leave it right here and not touch it. And they got some of you guys' questions. Okay, a lot of y'all were asking about the timings. I think y'all saw when I was going through the future view. I think that answered y'all's questions. All right, I think I answered most of y'all's questions and concerns. Y'all are talking about basketball now. Okay, I mean, y'all, I'm not gonna stop y'all. But anyways, the severe thunderstorm warning, it will expire around 11:45, so roughly 19 minutes from now. And I know I'm repeating myself, but lots of lightning associated with this system moving on through. Checking to see if there's a hail core still there. There is, but it's headed into Warrenton. So more than likely, they will clip this severe thunderstorm warning polygon to right about here, right where this line is. And they could do that any second now. So I'm gonna leave that line there to see how accurate I am. But once again, we've seen a lot of rain. We started out this morning, widespread showers, widespread thunderstorms. It woke me up out of my sleep. And then not too long after that, we did see a tornado warning not too far from Sparta over towards Milledgeville area. That was a confirmed tornado on the ground, or at least confirmed according to the National Weather Service. And it moved eastward, causing some damage. And then eventually the storms did let up, and there was like an hour where the entire 13 WMAZ viewing area was clear. And then isolated storms started to develop from the west, and that's what we're seeing right now because the temperatures have just been so warm. We've seen so much instability, and this is the result of that. But the rain will continue into tonight. Everybody in central Georgia and in the 13 WMAZ viewing area has that potential for severe thunderstorms in your area. So that goes for everybody. As far as the tornado potential, very low, but we can't rule it out. Milledgeville saw a tornado today. We cannot rule out the possibility for a tornado anywhere in central Georgia at this point, especially as we head into the overnight hours, into tomorrow morning. What about at 2 a.m.? So the storm should still be moving on through as we head into about 5, 6 to 7 a.m. and then really continue. It doesn't really stop. It doesn't really have a stopping point. We kind of keep going all the way up until Monday night. We see a break, and then Tuesday we have some more rain moving through from the west. Alicia says some schools have been delayed. Correct. So if I'm not mistaken, I believe Monroe County schools, and I don't want to tell y'all, I want to be accurate, but let me double check. If I'm not mistaken. Hey, Ashlyn, do you know if Monroe County schools, are they delayed or are they?
Let me pull up the exact.
Okay. Ashlyn is going to check in for us. The show is about to start in about 8 minutes, in which case we should be able to go live on air and online at the same time. What were you saying, Ashlyn?
Jordan Monroe County schools, they'll be delayed until 9:30 tomorrow morning. Staff will report at 9.
Okay, so the staff reports at Monroe County at 9, and then the school starts at about 9:30.
Yes.
Okay, so that's the situation. I think that's the only county that is adjusting. There's also Lamar County, who I believe are closed the entire day tomorrow, but that's it. And they are closed mainly due to the flooding that they have seen all day today. And it's hard for, school buses, hard to get to school, and they don't want to put anybody in danger, I can imagine.
Yeah, and Baldwin will have a normal schedule tomorrow.
And
now.
okay, and then Ashlyn said that Baldwin County does have a normal schedule as of now, so just in. And we just put a link in the chat, and you guys can stay up to date on any school's closures or delays as we head into tomorrow. But yeah.
Also, Thomaston and Upson County schools, they'll be delayed for 2 hours Monday.
Thomaston County.
Thomaston, Upson County schools.
Okay, so Thomaston, Upson County School, she was saying, will be delayed by 2 hours on Monday. She has all the information. I'm just the weather guy. All right, so I think I am going to actually let you guys go. I know there's still a warning in effect, but we got about 5-6 minutes until the show starts. We're gonna start out with weather, so feel free to stay tuned in and stay up to date. I know I have been here all day. I'm sure you guys are already aware. I will continue to be here probably until 1 or 2 in the morning. So if you guys want to stay up to date, make sure you just stay weather aware. You can follow my Facebook page. It's in the chat now. And I will see you guys when the show starts soon. But other than that, y'all be careful out there and stay weather aware.